Hi, my name is Nicolas Ganea, and I'm going to give you 10 common mistakes that cooks do when they first come into the cooking industry. And this is what us chefs and cooks do. We bet on you that you're not going to survive if you do these top 10 mistakes. The first common mistake is when a young culinarian that just came out of school, they just graduated, and they think that they're going to become a chef. They say this in culinary school, I'm going to become a chef as soon as I graduate. No, that's not going to happen. You've got so much to learn, you don't even realize how much you don't even know. To give you an example, you literally know some things, but you learn so much more on the job. Like, you know nothing when it comes to cooking. That's just like basic BS, alright? That's all. You don't even know how to survive yet. Common mistake number 2, and that is attitude. Oh my god, that drives me crazy. And you can't understand how many other cooks get upset by this as well. For example, we're trying to teach you something. You've made a mistake, you've f***ed up, you screwed up, and we want to help you. And you don't want to learn. You give attitude, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know I've done this before. Yes, you've done it before, but you probably haven't done the right way. And things are different in every kitchen, so always stay open-minded. Common mistake number 3. And this one's kind of a wishy-washy one, it depends on the cook on this one. Showing up late, and this one's kind of subjective in a way. If you're showing up late and you're never getting your prep done, and everyone else has to help you out because you showed up late, but if you're a person that shows up every day late, but you get all your stuff done really quickly and then you help everyone else out, or you get your stuff done, no one's going to say anything about it. But if you're that person, we have to always help out. We are looking forward for you to leave. We don't trust you, we don't like you. We try and have a good conversation with you over time, but when you finally leave, like, oh, thank God. Mistake number 4, you never take advice at all. We see that you've burnt something. We've seen that you've cut something incorrectly and the chef tells you that you've done it wrong, and we're trying to help you survive so the chef doesn't chew you out, and you say, no, I got this. Alright. Mistake number 5. You never ask questions. You pretend that you know what you're doing. And let me tell you, we're not stupid. All cooks can tell that you don't know what the hell you're doing. If you don't ask questions and say, they're watching you, if you ever notice this, and this might happen, they'll keep looking what you're doing because they're watching you mess up. And they're kind of enjoying it, and then we tell everyone else in the kitchen, because you're most likely not listening to us already, and then you pretend that you know what you're doing, and then we ask a question, hey, so how come you do it like that? And you give us a stupid answer, it's most likely we know you don't know what you're doing. But if you go, actually I'm just doing this way because I thought it was a good idea, do you have a better way? Then they'll go, yeah, actually, no, I'm just interested in what you're doing. No, actually you don't. Yeah, actually I do, I'll show you real quick. But if you meet a person like myself, you drive me crazy. I'm going to go up to you and just correct you right away, but if you don't listen, you're done. You ain't going to survive. Forget you. You done. Mistake number 6, and this one's a crucial one, because this is one where you're actually getting pushed out of the kitchen and you don't even realize it. Cooks are not helping you out improve at all. And it's because they don't like you. You've hit all these other things that you're not taking advice on, and they're just looking forward for you to fail. So you start complaining a lot. You're most likely that person that's complaining to the chef or your leaders, sous chef, and saying, no one's helping me out, but they're helping everyone else out. I just feel like I'm out of the group, and I don't like feeling this way. It's because no one wants to be around you anymore. They want you to leave, and they want you to feel that way. We don't want you to feel that way, but the thing is, we're just done with you at this point, so we kind of just want you to just leave. We're like, bye, you're too much of a hassle, you're too much of a headache, and you kind of stress the kitchen out. So this is the way of getting pushed out of the kitchen. It's very passive-aggressive in a way, but that's how a lot of people are. They don't want to tell you the truth sometimes, because you're not open to it. Mistake number 7, and this is a common mistake cooks go through because they take this very personally. You're going to feel attacked, right? When chefs and cooks are giving you crap, it translates to saying they actually like you, alright? That's a very normal thing in a kitchen. It's the culture in there. When we're giving you a lot of dark humor and messing with you, we're testing you out to see if you can take it. If you can take it, that's a good thing. And they're going to help you improve a lot. But people will take that the wrong way and take it personally, and it usually goes to HR. But what ends up happening to a lot of these, you know, cooks that take it personally, they don't usually survive the kitchen. They'll survive in places such as Amazon and Google, and just corporations in general that protect them and their, you know, their sensitivity rights. Snowflakes, that's what they are. They're the snowflakes. And somehow they got hired some way, I don't know why, but they usually don't survive the kitchen. Only in corporations that create a safe space for them. Mistake number 8. Common mistake that cooks do when they're coming in the industry and they don't know this or they're not aware and they won't actually end up surviving because of this. You're expecting to get weekends and holidays off. That is not going to happen, alright? Not as much, unless you're in some corporation that gives weekends off. Here's the thing, let me ask the question. When you're going out to eat, or you're going to clubs, or just going out to fun, or whatever you're doing, who do you think is actually cooking that food? Us. And now you are, now. So if you think you're going to get those days off, you're mad, because that's when the business is busy. Weekends and holidays are our busiest days, so we're going to try and profit from those days as much as possible. So I'm sorry if that offends you or upsets you. It's most likely you won't survive the industry, because if you keep trying to fight having those days off, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Unless you get to a place where you're becoming your own business, like myself. But then again, I'm working on the weekends anyway, so Mistake number 9. And this one is the one you've probably been asking yourself, but what about all those chefs that moved up really quickly after a couple years or became a sous chef? What about them? Let me answer that question for you. You don't want to move up in that position that quickly, because it is a lot of, those people are making a lot of mistakes. Now, if they've got, and this happens, there'll be a lot of cooks in the kitchen that don't want to become a sous chef or a chef. They don't want that responsibility, so they pick this young guy or gal that wants to move up and do it, but they believe in that person, have a lot of respect for this person, because they're willing to listen and willing to learn. So they take a lot of advice from a lot of those cooks that have been there for 15, 10 years or 8 years, and like, hey, so what would you do in this situation? Well, I would do it this way, that would be a good thing, because they're very open. That's the difference. Where you are trying to move up, if you're got that mindset, I want to become a chef really quickly, then you're more likely going to be a control freak, and we don't trust you and we don't have that much respect for you. That's generally what happens. We give you an example. There's this cook that we like, you know, in this kitchen I'm working at. We all wanted him to become a lead, and he wouldn't take that responsibility. We said, "Can apply for it, bro. We want you to become one." He's like, "Yeah, but I've got a lot to learn." I'm like, "We'll help you learn, bro." He's probably the youngest one in the kitchen, but we all believe in him and we know he can do a good job at it. It's just he doesn't have that mindset ready for that for some reason. He'll get there eventually, but when he makes that final decision, we're all going to back him up, because everyone in that kitchen is got a lot of years of experience, and he's got like 4 years. And that's nothing wrong with it. It's just because he's very open and we want him to succeed, and we know he will be a great sous chef or chef one day. And just because he's very open and is always willing to learn. That's the difference. And now you know why some of those chefs or sous chefs have moved up so quickly, because they are humble. That's what allows you to move up. If you have any questions or things that you're going through right now in the restaurant or cooking industry, and you're feeling some of these things are happening to you, or maybe there's a question that I didn't answer, please leave it on below and I will help you out with this. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button if you so desire. And if you want to see any videos that you've missed recently, click over there. And if you want to see any things that are happening in my life currently right now, click that video for my recent videos right there. Alright, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Nicolas, and I will see you later. Peace. I think that should be good. Is that good? I think it's pretty good. It's moving forward. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's not working.